You're it's Perp back with another video, and I just got out of watching Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, and this is one of my most anticipated movies to come out this year, definitely of the month. And I was really looking forward to this movie based off of Afterlife. I felt like Afterlife was a really dope uh entry to just the Ghostbuster franchise, and I am a casual fan. I'm not like a hardcore grew up with the Ghostbusters though. Like, I still enjoy the first two. I never watched 16, but I really enjoyed Afterlife. That was definitely one of my favorites. But I have to be completely honest in this review. This movie really disappointed me, and I'll get into why very shortly. But leading up to this, I really enjoyed the very first trailer. It gave you this like kind of summer vibe, and out of nowhere you have these icicles just shooting out of the fucking ground, and just everything's being frozen, and it had a really dope tone to it. But as they kept releasing more and more trailers, I tried to avoid those, but I did see the second trailer, and that's where I started to get kind of worried about this movie. And let's get into exactly why this movie disappointed me overall. Starting with just the story overall, I like the fact that we get back into, the family aspect of Ghostbusters, where we get they set that up in Afterlife. We have Gary here, played by Paul Rudd. We have Kelly, that's played by Carrie Coon, which Carrie Coon is such an underrated actress. I will always say that. You should go watch The Leftovers. Fantastic actress. Then you have Phoebe in this. She was a big role in the Afterlife movie, and she's also the big role in this as well. We have Trevor, that's played by Mike Wheeler, aka Finn Wolfhard, and he pretty much does nothing. Don't expect anything major from his character. The one that gets the biggest arc is Phoebe, and also a little bit of Paul Rudd's character as Gary, as he's kind of stepping in as the stepfather, trying to help being a parent in this. But everybody else just, is pretty much kind of sidelined or mixed around. And my biggest issue with this movie up front is that it feels way too crowded. There's way too many fucking characters in this movie. You got everybody from, our main family to the OG Ghostbusters to podcasts to Lucky, extensions of Winston and stuff like that. You have this huge it gets to a point where you get to the end of the movie and there's like 20 damn Ghostbusters just fighting one person, and it's just insane. And they took way too long to kind of get to certain points. Like, throughout this whole entire movie, they set up this scene that happens in the past, that you have this sphere thing, and that's the big MacGuffin that's going to unleash the big bad into this movie. But it takes way too long. I felt like that took like a whole hour and a half to kind of have that whole setup. And I forget old boy's name in this. He has a connection to this object because he's trying to get rid of it, and he's getting involved. It's just way too many different storylines that could have just been cut out. That's what I really liked about Afterlife, because it felt not too crowded. Everybody got enough screen time, the correct amount of introduction, where Phoebe has a character that comes into play, a new character. She falls in love with like this ghost girl, and like I said, that's another character, and we haven't even got to the big bad. And a lot of this movie just focuses on trying to build up all these different characters, have these different arcs. Because you have Phoebe, she is getting pretty much sidelined because of her age. She's too young, And she does a lot of reckless shit in this movie, and she should sit her ass down. But some of the choices that she makes doesn't make any sense, and it just leads to a very predictable movie. You kind of see where this is going from the moment that this movie starts, and how they're going to have to get rid of this guy or get rid of this big bad. And I liked how they were building up to him, but then it's just lackluster how he does nothing really. You know what I'm saying? He's this big, all-powerful being, but it just ends up being taken off the board so easily. I don't understand how you go from Afterlife to just this. It just feels very lazy. And if you were to kind of scale some things back, give Trevor some more screen time, you know what I'm saying? Or better off, what I thought they were going to start to do is actually kill some characters off, because you set up this big bad, like people are literally being froze to death, and that's really cool. They don't really show any on-screen deaths or anything like that. None of our main characters really suffer any type of loss, you know what I'm saying? It's very bizarre to me. I feel like this would have been a perfect time to start shaving down the team and just start to make some drafts, you know what I'm saying? But there are some fun moments. There are some really cheesy moments. I feel like for the most part, the funny moments really didn't land. They really felt forced, like everybody has to be a fucking comedian in this fucking movie. I just don't understand it. There's just a lack of stakes overall where there really shouldn't be. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like Ghostbusters should go a little bit darker, and I feel like this was the perfect movie to do that, but they really dropped the ball and kind of pussied out. Of course, though, these movies are going to make money, and there's probably going to be another movie in the works. I just hope that they kind of scale back and not have so many characters on screen, and only give one person an actual arc through this entire movie, and actually give us a better setup for a villain. Just give us a better villain next time overall, because this just wasn't it. I was just really let down by this film. Let me know how you guys feel about it in the comments below if you get around to checking this out for yourself. Until next time, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.